Welcome back to Lilith Keepsakes. When I was younger and I used to go to the cinema, I would always get really scared of certain movie posters, and Scary Movie was something that made me realise that they were just a movie. Scary Movie, for anyone that doesn't know, is a spoof series that would recreate popular movies of the time, so usually the early 2000s, and it would recreate certain scenes and make a funny spin on them. These films were absolutely loved in the early 2000s. They did all the famous movies, and we all loved seeing what they came up with next. Let's talk about the Scary Movie posters. Scary Movie 1, the poster already sets the tone. Parody from first glance, it's over the top, impossible, and instantly communicates that this movie isn't taking itself seriously. The faces of the characters scream fear, but in a way that borders on comedy, and the typography, bold, classic horror fonts, twisted just enough. It tells you straight away, we know these movies. The movies being parodied are Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer, and The Sixth Sense. Scary Movie 2, the second movie, the posters were already having fun with visual exaggeration. You don't even need to know the movies to see that they're making fun of horror movie tropes. The movies being parodied are The Haunting, Hannibal Lecter, and The Exorcist. Now, Scary Movie 3 is where the posters start getting really creative. This main poster shows everyone sitting in the cinema, just like the other ones. They're terrified, confused, and you know something ridiculous is coming. And then there's the Signs parody, which might be one of the smartest ones. Instead of focusing on aliens and crop circles, they focus on a haircut. It's such a simple visual joke, but it works because Signs was all about suspense. This poster drains that tension instantly. It's not scary anymore. It's fun. By the time we reach Scary Movie 4, the posters stop being subtle and just embrace chaos. The main poster is everyone sitting in the cinema, as usual, with references such as The Ring, The Village, King Kong, Saw, and War of the Worlds. And then we can move on to the really creative ones. The Grudge posters were everywhere at the time, and Scary Movie 4 heavily leaned into that. The Grudge was probably the main plot of the movie in Scary Movie 4. So the main poster was the fingers with the Hello Kitty stickers. I remember this one very vividly, and it always used to make me laugh. Then there's War of the Worlds. Massive destruction, huge threat, end of world imagery. The original poster wanted you to feel small and powerless. Scary Movie 5 was not technically cancelled, but it underwent massive troubled production. Originally announced around 2009, the film experienced major delays, a shift to complete a reboot without the original stars, Anna Faris and Regina Hall, an extensive amount of reshoots, over 60% of the film was reshot. So that's why we have all these to be confirmed posters, which I'm going to show you now. Weirdly, I feel like I remember seeing these posters, but I just can't be sure whether they were actually put on buses and posters, and I don't know if any of these are fan-made, by the way. The first one is An American Haunting. The joke is obvious, and yeah, I can't tell if that's Anna Faris, but the next one is Silent Hill. That is a really good one. You can tell that that's Anna Faris. And then this one I particularly remember, which is The Hills Have Eyes, and I feel like I remember seeing this on a bus, but I could be having the Mandela effect where I'm not remembering the past correctly because I was pretty young when this was happening. The next movie is When a Stranger Calls, and I remember this movie, it was pretty scary. Now, I don't know if this is fan-made, but it looks pretty realistic to me. It's a shame they didn't release the movie with Anna Faris and Regina, but because the directors weren't in it, they decided not to be in it. I think that's what happened. Anyway, this is the Scary Movie 5 poster, which I don't really want to talk about. The movie's not very good. And then now we get Scary Movie 6, which is apparently coming out, so that's going to be really exciting. And we're going to have all the original cast back, so I'm super excited to see that. And here's an example of some fan-made posters that have been made, and these are amazing. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you did enjoy this video. I enjoyed going through the posters. It's such nostalgia going back to the old 2000s posters. And yeah, see you next time.